Hi, I'm Ryan Delvinary with Image Depot Express. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be talking about rhinestones today. So some of you may have used this for rhinestones before. Some of you might not even have known that we actually provide rhinestone logos. But I'd like to go over some of the ins and outs with you, some of the things to consider, some of the variables today. Okay, so let's hop into the samples here. Okay. So what you're going to see first is just a typical center chest rhinestone design. So a couple of things to really remember. Number one of the major variables as far as the price point on rhinestone designs is actually how many stones make up the logo. That's one of the chief drivers of cost when it comes to rhinestones. So if you're looking to try to minimize cost, just try to come up with a design that has the least amount of rhinestones in it for the highest impact. So here you're going to see that this is a multicolor design. So multiple colors do drive cost a little bit, but not much, not compared to the number of rhinestones. So just remember that we can put a lot more colors into this and it not affect the price as much as making the design 10% larger, okay? So the way that these designs come is they come on a little carrier sheet where we actually press them onto the shirt with heat, okay? So heat is what seals it. Heat activates the glue on the back of the stones, and then it seals it onto the shirt. So once they're dried and on the shirt, they should be on here for a while. But what you want to remember is when I say on here for a while and not on here forever, it really depends on how you care for the garment in the wash and wear process. So if you've ever had rhinestones before, this is immediately gonna connect with you. If you haven't, it's something you need to be thinking of if you're considering doing a rhinestone design. When you wash these, number one, you want to wash them with your delicates. You want to turn the shirt inside out. That's going to help kind of deter anything from snagging one of the rhinestones or hitting something in your washer or in your dryer. You do not want to dry this until it's completely dry. You only want to get it damp and then let it hang the rest of the way because the heat can activate the glue on the back of it, basically liquefying it again, which would make the rhinestones easier to come off. So you just remember, this is a delicate product. It's not like screen printing or embroidery. You've got to handle it with care. Now, as you can see here, it looks really good when it's done. All right, so this would be like a traditional center chest logo. This is about the same, the size that we see most people do them. So you want to remember, it's like screen printing. A typical front is going to be like a 12-inch size, 11.5 to 12 inches, so substantially larger than this. You just want to remember that for rhinestones, you want something understated. It is heavier, you know what I mean? Like when you're touching this, it's not light because they're rhinestones. So you just want to kind of keep that in mind that these designs are typically sized a little bit smaller and it is a more delicate of a product, okay? So the next one that I want to show you here is going to be rhinestones paired with our glitter-flake heat press material. This is a really good alternative. Both of the products here sparkle, so the glitter-flake heat press material sparkles, and so do the rhinestones, okay? But what you're gonna find is that, number one, this glitter-flake material is a lot less expensive, and so when you're trying to do things that would usually eat up a lot of rhinestones, like big, bold text, it's a great adjustment you can make, and it's gonna save you some money. I actually think it looks better. I think that the rhinestones, when they're clustered in the form of a letter, they're just harder to read than what the glitter-flake is. So to me, I think that not only is it going to save you money, but I think the end design is going to be better. And like I was just saying, the rhinestones are more delicate. If you lost a stone out of this Mustang logo down here, it really wouldn't be the end of the world. But if you start losing stones in the letters, you're not going to really be able to tell what they look like. And so you just want to think, like, how is this thing going to look 6 months from now if people aren't washing and wearing them well, if they're being a little hard on them, if you're doing them like a big order for a school or whatnot, you always got someone in the crowd that doesn't take care of their stuff. So you just want to be mindful of that, ways to make the logo look better for longer. That would be our tip that we would recommend. So just think you can do rhinestones by themselves. You can also pair it with a glitter-flake heat press material to give it something a little bit more interesting or try to make it a little bit more economical. Okay? Well, thank you so much for joining me today. It's been fun. Look forward to talking to you in the next segment. Have a great day.